Hey there, it's Patmos and nice of you to join me for a brand new series with a game that we recently touched on in some live streams, but now we're going to make a series out of it, PlanetBase. So we have to survive with a few people that come down to a certain planet in this little pod. So let's load up a brand new game in the Class D planet, medium-sized desert planet with a thick CO2 atmosphere which partially protects it from meteors and solar flares. There's a high amount of light. There's a dense atmosphere, so it's good for wind turbines. Sandstorm risk is high and the meteor risk is low. So I guess we should just find a nice spot. I don't really care where too much, but let's just go there. We name this PatmosIV, of course, and let's start up the game. Let's see what happens. And then there we go. Oh, we are landing right there with our little pod. I see some hills already. I'm not too fond of because that makes it harder to build your planet base. Let's see. There we are. Let them come out. Yep, the door opens. And there everybody is. A worker, and another worker. Then a biologist and a biologist. We get an engineer and a medic. Those are the different types of people. We get 2 robots, a carrier robot and a builder robot. And now the game has started for us. Well, this is our surrounding. We have a nice open patch here. There's also openness here, but I don't know if we can cross this little thingy. So we'll have to find out. I think we're going to start off this way. And we have to survive on this little planet with a minimum amount of resources. We have some food, we have some metal, some bioplastics, some medical supplies and some spares. And that's what we have to do with. So I guess we should start with some outside structures like things as a solar panel. Now we can make things big and small. I'd like to start off with a very big solar panel. It will consume a lot of the resources that we have, but I think it's best to start off big to make sure that all those resources that we get from it are stored in a good fashion. We're going to need a place to store all that energy, especially in a planet like this where we have night time when there's no power. We need to make sure that we can store a lot of power so that we can continue afterwards. We also need to start getting some water in. So maybe we should just start that out here. Connect that too. And that should be a little bit of a start. So we get power, we can store the power, and we get water. Then all we need is a place where we can make some oxygen, and then we should be able to live inside. Luckily, we have a place where we can create oxygen. So I think we should just connect this straight away too. And that should be a nice start. The thing is though, once we get oxygen, our people need to get in and outside. Now there's all our storages and stuff are here. There's mountains here and here. So we might be able to mine somewhere here, but we can't know that yet. So we have to give our little base an airlock. And I'm thinking of getting it on this side so that they can get in. It's not too far from where they are getting the resources. It's also not too far from any possible mining site. So from there on we'll have to see. But look at this, we have a water extractor now, we have a power supply, and soon a battery. That should be good. Yes, there we are. So we can now get power. We can now store it. All we have to do is link these two. Now this guy is an engineer, so he can build this. So hopefully he can make this connection quickly. Yeah, there we are. And we can immediately see we start to accumulate power. We just use a little bit for the water generator. And that's fine. So let's start storing power that as soon as the day ends, which is not too long from now, we have some energy to keep our base going. That will be very nice. Alright, here comes the airlock. Here they're gonna build the oxygen generator and the connection to it. So then we have an inside area. And I guess from there on we should start to expand. Now I'm already looking for a nice mining site. Ah, that can go here. Because we have to get mining real quick. So I think we should just start mining right there. We have to connect it. That's something that you might just forget. But you have to connect it so that they can bring the resources in. So we'll do that. All right, we have a water extractor. We have an oxygen generator. It's starting to generate oxygen now. And from then on, we can start to actually work on a base. And we need some different stuff. For instance, we need a canteen to feed our people in. So I say let's build the canteen right here. But we need to start getting a few things going. And a few main things that we have to get going are production of metals and production of food. Now I want to get the biggest food source supply thing out there. So we're going to work on that right now. There we go. And we're going to scrap this little ship because that will give us a much bigger stash of goods. Now we have to be careful a bit because we might have already been spending too much stuff. So we need to expand slow. Because, yeah, there's already a lot reserved. So, there'll be more stuff in here. 7 and 4, that's already 11. So then most of our metal is already gone. So we have to make sure that we can actually build what we want to build. So I'm kind of hoping that I'm not overdoing things here. But we'll find out. At least we have a patch here with oxygen. So these should be able to just get inside and make sure that their oxygen levels are refilled. So hopefully they can do that quickly. Alright, we need one more bioplastics here, and then this can be built, and we have a large canteen. That's good. Then we get a connection here, and we start on our biodome, so we can start to make some food. I guess that would be a good start, having a place where they can eat, having a place where they can grow food. We can also make food in this eating area, so that's good. And the next thing should be a processing plant where we can actually start to process some of these materials that we get. I think we should kind of get it somewhere here, I guess. So we'll do it this way for now. And I think once we have all of this, we just need to give them a bunch of beds so that they can sleep. But we're mostly there already. We can make goods, we can have goods. So that would actually be nice. The problem is, though, we have only 3 workers at this point. So if we take a look at that, we have 7 people only. So we need more workers in the end. So we have to get a way to get more workers. Now we can do that by making a landing pad. But I'm going to wait with that until we are self-sufficient. And self-sufficient could just mean that things will go really slow, but at least we are self-sufficient. From that on, I would like to grow slowly with little amounts of people. I have to be careful here, though, because we're not producing any power yet. And it's now nighttime. Luckily, we've stored quite a bit of power, but might also be that soon enough we need another solar panel to keep up with that, and also an extra battery to store all that extra energy so that we can live through the night. So we'll have to find out. Oh boy, we're going to use a lot of our materials. We also have to build a few inside structures, like a machine here that can make the meals for us. We need to give them a place to sit, and we need to give them a place where they can drink a bit of water. So let's do that. Now, luckily, that's all bioplastics. So I think that's good, actually, because that probably means that we're good with metal. Now, this has all the metal it needs. This too, but this not. So we still lose a bit of metal soon. So I guess we're getting close to the point that we actually have to start making some metal in order to get somewhere. Now, this is the processing plant. This is good. That's where we can do that. All we need to do is start mining ores and getting them into the machine here, and they can make it. So I am very hopeful that we can do that quickly, but we'll see. Should be a little bit holding back on all the stuff that I'm trying to get into the base. So we should not just build everything too big, because that just ain't gonna work. We'll have to see, though. Hopefully I did not overdo it yet. But, oh well, we'll see. Now they have to just get building. I hope they don't get tired too quickly because we have no place for them to sleep yet. But, there's daytime, so at least we get new power in, or we should. It's still going down a little bit, but soon enough we should be getting enough power in here. Yep, that we can fill the battery. Alright, we have now a connection to the processing plant, so let's build at least one metal machine. And a place where we can make bioplastics. That's going to cost me 2 extra iron. So that's tough, but we should be able to manage. Yeah, we should be good. And then this should also be up, and we should start growing some stuff for food. And I guess all that we need after this is a sleeping place, but also a landing pad so that they can land and bring in extra workers that can actually do the jobs that we want them to be doing. So I'm actually quite tempted to build the landing pad here. Yeah, I'm gonna build it right here. So that we can actually get more workers in that can work in the mines, and then they can make these machines, and that should be it. Ooh, we reached the milestone, survival. 1 day after landing, your people are still alive. I guess that's a feat. I guess we have achieved that for now, so that is good. And the base looks interesting. I must say, I like how they've thought of the structures, and none of them are the same, so that's cool. And we have these tubes where they can walk. It also looks really nice. They can drink water now, which is very important. We can see some of them are thirsty. Well, this guy is now having a drink. If you hit the tab button, you remove all the roofs for your view, not in real life, of course. So now they can just get a drink and make sure that they are staying hydrated. And once all of this is done, they should be pretty happy. Ooh, this is not good. 6 free, we have 17 in total. Yeah, they're really building this now. Oh, that's good, by the way. Because then we can hopefully expect some extra people in. The problem is, though, we still have no food. So it's going to be hard to feed a lot of new people. But we have a landing strip now. And what we can do is tell them what we can have. Well, basically what I want right now are biologists and workers. Biologists can do all the work in the farms and grow all the food for us. And workers can do all the work in the mines and stuff and carry the goods around. So that's what I want for now. So hopefully we can get a few of those in. But not too many, so it could well be that after 1 or 2 times that people come in, we'll just dismiss them because we're just pulling out the landing rights in total, because then they won't be bothering us. We don't need extra medics or other people yet. Might need those later, but not right now. Problem is that we don't have a place for them to sleep, so they'll sleep in the hallways, which will not make them particularly happy. So that could be an issue. I think we should start to prioritize mining a bit so that people will go to the mines. The video screen has been built. That one's good for morale. That will make people more happy if they can watch it. Thing is, though, they can only do these things ever so often. So now this guy's watching it. That means that for a while after this, he can't use this as a leisure measure. So we have to get some other things too, so that they can enjoy that and have some free time. Now we can see that there's more and more people going in here, making sure that they will do the mine work. So let's get some extra mining stuff and then get this built. The meal maker is built. That is a good one. Now we need the biodome up. There it comes. And now I'm desperately hoping that all the food stuff in the biodome will be built of bioplastics, because then we can get them. If we have to build it with metal, we have a little shortage there. So we'll have to see. They first have to build the connection too, so we'll have to wait and find out. We have the metal processor now, so that is good. They just get some stuff out of here, and then we can get turn that into real metal, and we have some extra. I hardly doubt that any trader will come and give us some metal, so to be looking forward to other ways to making that come through. Alright, well, this is done. Now he has to build the connection, and from there on we can start to put some plants in there. Now, during my streams, oh, we have the self-sufficiency reach. Look at that. We now have the structures in place to sustain our colony. We have to get a few plants in still, but at least we have all the structures that we need to be self-sufficient for now. So that's good. That's a true milestone, I think. All right, let's see. Now, from one of my last streams, I know that what I can do is get tomato plants. And you need 2 tomato plants and 1 rice pad to get a good amount of food and get a special meal, I believe pasta. So with this we can get a lot of food and make it into pasta. The problem is, if we hit the F2 button we can see our stats, that we have only 2 biologists, so they have to do all the work in there. So that can be quite tough, but I think we can deal with it. Let's see here, because I don't think they're really that busy with getting out a lot of mining materials. Now there's 2 in there, so you would think that they will be able to get 2 pieces out then straight away, but I don't think it works that way. Now these are all gathering the stuff for the equipment there. I think we have to start thinking about a sleeping arrangement, but if we want to build that, we don't have the metal for it. Although, yeah, maybe we should build a small one. There's a better sleeping arrangement, but yeah, we don't have the luxury of that. I think we should just get the dorms for now, these simple ones. Can we actually connect it here? Yeah, we can. Okay. Because once we have that, we only need to make one metal for that. Once we have that, we can actually give them a bed, so they can actually sleep in the bed, and I think that will be positive. All right, we have 1 iron piece created. That's good actually, because then we can actually, or we have 1 ore, and then we can really start to create some iron. We still have 7 people. So when a trader comes, you get a notification we can trade. When a colony ship comes that will bring colonists, then you have to see it actually, otherwise you just see an increase in people. We have to check out which people came in then. We have a wheat pad and a tomato pad. We can see that these create veggies. These also create veggies. And this creates starch. And starch is what we need to create bioplastics. So now we actually have bioplastics production going on. And I like that. Alright, this one's going to make some goodies here. There's still some resources pending though, but we have all the resources I believe we need to make pasta in the meal maker. I don't think we can really... Wheat and tomatoes makes pasta, so that's good. Add 3 different vegetables, so wheat and tomatoes. 2 tomatoes and 1 wheat makes a pasta, so that's nice. We don't have burgers or anything, but I heard a ship here. It is a trading ship, so we can now see what it has to offer. It has semiconductors, money, and robots. Now robots are very valuable and we don't have anything really worth trading for, so let's dismiss this ship. That means that it will go away. As long as it's sitting there, no other ship can come, and if we send it away we might just get like a colony ship or something and attract a few extra colonists, which would be nice. I would like that. We now see somebody working on the metal machine. It takes a while. Everything on this planet takes a while. You can see that they're not really like rushing, but at least we are making the last piece of metal that we need. We need it for the connection, so that's good. That means that hopefully soon enough we will be able to get the sleeping arrangements ready. Now I would like to speed things up a bit, so we go to speed 2. I don't know for how long. Could well be that we soon return to speed 1, because at speed 2 things can get out of control real quickly. As I think we should soon get an extra power place, because this is running out fairly quickly. And that's not so good. Alright, they're working on the plants here. As soon as that's done, they can input some stuff here and we can make some more meals. That's also something that we might need at some point, so that's interesting. Alright, so they did create some metal, but it's not ready yet. Ah, they're now creating the dorm. Excellent. we should really just focus on this now. Get that metal done. As soon as that's done, we can build the connection here and we can get a few beds for them. And that will make them more happy. They will regain their sleep or stamina or whatever it is faster. So that's good. We need that. We can see they're all just falling asleep here now. Interesting. Ah, all the pads are built. I love that. That's good. So now everybody is fast asleep except for this nice mister that's just carrying in a meal. Oh boy. Well, at least sleep gets recovered slowly. And I don't think they need to sleep all the time. But yeah, this is going to take me some time. There he is sleeping again. My whole colony is asleep except for my 2 robots, which can't do much because they can't operate the machines. So, yeah, that's interesting. We have almost no materials. Yeah. Oh boy. Well, at least it's happening. What's happening? Well, nothing is happening. They're just getting less and less happy. But maybe soon enough they can watch the screen and be a bit happier again. I don't know. This one is on its way to being better rested. This one... Whoa! Dude! We lost a colonist. She died. We lost a biologist. Oh man. Now we're down to 6. That's not good. Please bring me like 1 or 2 workers and a biologist or something. Well, that can happen. Even in the beginning of the game, you can just get hit by a meteor and then you have a problem. Well, they're really sleeping until they're fully rested, so that takes a while. But, oh yeah, that's my engineer, I guess. So he's now repairing the robot, which is good. He's using a spare part for it, I think. Mitchell Cabrera is their engineer. Here we have another one waking up. That's good. Will you operate this machine for me? Get that last piece of metal so I can get you guys a few beds? Yes, hopefully so. From here on, we'll have to find out. Well, robot seems to be in better shape now. So that is good. He drank some water. Oh, this is really producing now. So that is the right thing to do. Hopefully soon we can get some more ores to be constructing more different buildings. But I think with 1 biologist, this is getting a bit out of hand because this is way too hard to just do with 1 biologist. Oh, wow, that's a big rock. So hopefully my biologist woke up in a good mood and good spirits and really wants to work here. But I think it might be pretty tough to actually maintain all of this, since some of it's already very poor and it needs to be maintained. Alright, we'll find out. We'll find out. We're not going to give up. Survival is supposed to be a struggle, so I guess what we do... we fight on. Alright, we have that extra piece of metal. They can now create this little connection. And that should enable us to get sleeping arrangements for them. Very good. Now, there's not a lot that they can do in here at this point. So I guess we should lower this. And we should see what we need for a bed. What do we need for a bed? Probably metal. No, bioplastics. Oh, that's actually... that could be our fortune, because we still have a few pieces of bioplastics. And at least if we get 4 beds, that might just make all the difference for them sleeping in a nice, good bed, except on the ground. So that already may be a big change and progress for them. I hope so. We got another piece of... oh, there's a ship. What is it? A colonist ship. Yeah, let's see what we get. What do we get from this? A biologist. Yay. Oh, that's all. Okay. Well, at least we got 1 biologist, so that's good. And we got some extra ores. That works out. Bunk has been built. Very good. Well, that extra biologist should go to work. We're also making a meal now. A bunk has been built. I think one of the things we should get early on is an extra meal maker so that we can really start to stack up on meals. Because once this is filled up, there's nothing they can do. If we can get one extra, we can get more meals going. And now that we're with only 7 people, that's actually good in a sense, because that means we don't have too many mouths to feed. Although, yeah, I would really love to get more stuff in. Now, what I would like to do now is first start on an extra power collector. Because I think with the extra power collector, we will be further down the line than with an extra solar panel right now. Because I think we produce enough power with this solar panel to get this running up quickly and even fill it up before the day is over. So then we can store the extra power in there. And after that we'll build an extra solar panel to make sure that we just have an amazing amount of power that we produce. But for now I think this is good. Alright, 2 workers go in here. That's nice, that's fine. But we also need them to do this. So hopefully soon they will start working on this too. There's 3 pieces in here, so we should be able to create a lot of iron. So let's start with that. Alright. Almost out of bioplastics too. This should be producing some starch that we can use in the bioplastics process. But I don't see any starch yet, so apparently we have not created that. So hopefully that can be next. I can see, however, that my biologists are very busy here, which is good. This is decent. Maybe it won't produce any starch if it's decent. Maybe they have to be better maintained, so we need an extra biologist or something. I think I'll just keep this on 50-50 though. So I want at least 2 extra workers, but I also want 2 extra biologists, I guess. And from there on, we might just pause for a bit. Alright, look at this. This is now completely filled up. There's still a long time that we can still collect more power. So that's what I was talking about. I want to get the extra battery up before we do anything else. Ooh, what's this? Colonist ship. Great. What do we get? What do we get? A worker. Alright, we got 1 worker. Expansion reached. Alright. You managed to get new colonists to arrive at your base. Yeah. Very good. We have the expansion. So we got 3 milestones already. Who would have thought about that? And from here on, well, with the extra worker, they might actually be very well able to process this, use this, although the engineer have to do that, and work here. Ah, that's the thing. The engineer, or is it a worker that works here? No, it's a worker. All right, that's good. So with the extra worker, they might also operate this machine now soon. It's good to see that this one is maintained. I like that. Yeah, we could really use the biologist now. But I'm really happy with the extra worker. What's this? Ooh, we broke something. Will not perform any tasks. So we have to get an infirmary or a sick bay. Problem with that is, do we have any resources for that? Maybe we should get it somewhere here. And maybe we should get the big version. Not sure if we should get the big version, but I think so. We just don't have the stuff for it, but I really want the big version. We're gonna wait with it, because they need to get going with this first. Now this is good. Alright, let's prioritize that one. And then we can make a connection here too. So we need 1 metal, 3 extra metal, and 3 bioplastics. Here we just need 4 metal. We have ores, so that can go on. So as long as they keep operating this machine, these machines, it's good. We now get some starch in here. That's perfect too. That means that we can start to produce some bioplastics. We have 11 meals. That is at least something. What are you? A worker. Alright, so we're down 1 worker. That's basically the problem. So if we could get an extra worker, or basically extra biologists for now, that would be so helpful, because we can put them to work on producing some food for us. think right now I would be happier with 1 or 2 biologists than with 1 or 2 workers. We have to just make some food. I'm going to change this. Let's set this on all biologists for now. We need the biologists, not the workers. But of course, if you have tips for me or better tricks or whatever, please feel free to let me know in the comment section. I won't promise I do anything with them because it has to suit my playstyle and stuff, but I'm always willing to learn and see new things that I could try and stuff like that. So please feel free to do that. I'm also hopeful that after we finish this, we are able to get an extra metal making machine. I think that might be helpful too. But for now, yeah, we just need to get all that stuff in here. Did they finish it? Yes, 1 piece of metal is ready. Now they just have to go here. But then we still need 2 more pieces, so that's tough. Somebody's actually eating a meal. Oh, here comes it. Oh, a trader. Maybe we can trade something of value and see what we can have. Some ore, some starch, and some money. This is actually good, but right, what if we do 2 each? How costly is that? Can I do 1 more then? No. I think this might be a good deal, actually. We'll do that. We'll trade this. Because this way we can make the metal that we need for this extra power storage, and we need that. And yeah, somebody's still working here, so we get more ore from here too. That also works. And then from there on, we can start to make the infirmary. But this little person is not really doing anything, so... Trauma injuries, yeah. We need to heal him up. We have a medic, but we have no place where it can heal up, so that's not going to work. Let's get all the ores in here. Make sure that we produce the metal that we need. Some are still really busy transporting all the goods, which is also good, but... maybe we should turn off the bioprocessor for a bit and just focus on the metal processor. We really need the metal, not the bioplastics at this point. Yeah, well, we need 1 more, so we could let them make this one. And then... oh, also injured. Yeah, what's that? Now we have 2 injured people. How does that work? But then we really have to get the infirmary first. We have to. There's just no other way. We have to get metal in here and metal in here. 3 metal. We have the ores, so that is something. But, and, oh, we have all the bioplastics. So we can turn this one off now. 3 metal, please. And then we can go on. There's 1. That's good. So 2 more metal, please. And we're there. But with 2 out of the 4 workers that we have not working, that might not be the best. But at least we have some good amounts of stuff coming out of the areas here, so we can make some food, and that's very good too. So yeah, I still want biologists first, because we have to survive with food, of course. This is already working, it just takes a bit of time. And I guess once we get all of this done, it should be okay. But if we have no food, we're gonna starve anyway. So that's a bigger issue than the metal. That just takes time. But for now, this is it. We've completed our first episode. We have set up a self-sufficient base. Everything is working, so that's good. But we have a lot of expansions to do, a lot of new structures to construct, and to make a very durable, survivable base. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. If you have not done so, please subscribe to my channel. Leave all your comments in the comment section. I will respond to them. And then, of course, I hope to see you in a brand new video. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.